today. We are doing another live stream. Wow. That is right, my friends. I am doing another live stream. We are doing another live stream. Sensational. Fantastic. Perfect. All of the adjectives. How are you doing? It is my fault entirely for not scheduling this in advance. There is no one here. But, you know, that's calm. I talk to myself sometimes. I'm a good patter. How are we doing? Welcome, Noah. It's just us. Laura G. Germs. Laura G. Again. Hello, my friend. My adopted mum. Julie Pappy, how you doing? I hope you are all okay. I was going to go live. Well, I am going live, clearly, fuck. But I just totally forgot to schedule it. And I felt silly. How is everyone doing? Welcome, Benji. Benji, I've been looking at your eBay. You're doing rather well, aren't you? You got a lot of money for that Iris Attar. Laura G, you did agree to adopt me. You are my adopted mum. You must look after me. Feed me. Andre, how are you? I hope everyone is doing really well and is fantastic. A surprise live. How lovely. Yes, I snuck this one up on you, didn't I? I'm good at that. Do not call me ma'am. I will. Ma'am. Mother. Mom. That Iris Attar must have been on 3 or 4 months, finally. I've had stuff on a year, man. I've had stuff on for a year. Not Mother Duck. You are old Mother Hubbard. But you have a full cupboard. Laura G has got over 50 subscribers, but we forgot the view count. So she cannot stream. This is upsetting. Rich the meatloaf. Don't feed the ducks, it's already had a burger. I have already had a burger, and I got home and my mother was like, and my mother was like, oh, I've made some dinner, and I was like, no. Oh, sorry, I'm miles away. How is it going? I'm watching a cat make biscuits. My attention is not great. Is that all to the story? Yes, my mother had made dinner, and I was like, oh, I can't eat this dinner. I am already obese. I can't do this. So the dinner is in the oven. Strangely, the dinner is an English breakfast. How bizarre. I can't do that. An English breakfast. I might have some of it after the after the stream, but I'm absolutely stuffed. I wouldn't be surprised if I couldn't manage it, like, because I just feel fucking huge, like, you know. Tell me all your scent of the day, please. I would like to hear it. Oh. Lurker 1 in position. Welcome, Phil. How are you? I am battered. James is in Kritzia Poro. Mr. North is wearing Cuir de Lancôme. How interesting. I have my Cuir de Lancôme here. Nice. Welcome, Brandon. Patchouli Patty says Crivelli ingredients. Is that a fragrance? Sorry, I came over all Boris Johnson for a second there, didn't I? Except I haven't ruined the country. Oh no, Mr. North cap broke. Oh no. That is sad. Took my paddock to the department store today, and a couple of people liked it so much that I decided to give them decants. My bottle is severely depleted. I think I have given out the last of the decants I'm going to on this perfume. I did promise that I would give some out, and I did. As you can see, I've only worn it twice, maybe 3 times. And it is precious juice. Addition salt. It's me, Mulder. Hello. Managed to get a Dior silver stem. Well done. The nicest. I haven't worn no Sauvage so far this year. Here is my latest pickup. I've made some good pickups this year. Well, this month, really. Cuir de Lancôme for free. Viking, I have here. Noir de Noir. What was the other one I got? There's something else. Don't tell us. I can't remember. What else did I fucking get? Did you say paddock smell like jus de peau? It does have a touch of jus de peau about it. It does have a bit of jus de peau about it. Jus de peau? Jus de peau. Ingredients is the name of the fragrance, named after a store called Ingredients in Prague. Intriguing scent. I nearly said ingredients scent there. I get what you mean about feeling huge. I went for a pre-surgery checkup yesterday and I gained a bit of weight since the previous time I got weighed at the gym. Now I'm trying to work it off before your surgery tomorrow. I do feel huge though. I'm absolutely stuffed, chock full of meat. Might as well give the rest away now. Silence germs. Sampled some Dessert this week. Not impressed. I smelled something today that I was very unimpressed with. Obvious. The brand called Obvious. Obviously shite. And apparently all the staff also. I've had something confirmed to me today. Apparently the staff in all the department stores are being fucking pushed to the fucking limit by the brands and the brand owners and the umbrella companies because they are not selling enough perfume. And I said, do they know the reason they are not selling enough perfume is because of their fucking outrageous price hikes? And they don't see it that way. And I tell you, that's exactly why it is. Stop being fucking perverts with your prices and people might start buying them again. And it doesn't make you look big. It doesn't make you look clever. It makes you look like a bunch of cunts. I'm desperately trying to remember what else I bought this week. I got Melt My Heart, I got Viking, I got Noir de Noir, and I got something else I'd wanted for a while as well. Don't tell me, what the hell did I buy? Oh my God, what the fuck was it? Gallop, I've just been smelling it. What a dick. That's right, Mr. North. Can't believe it. I've literally just been smelling it. Oh my God. What is going on? All these perfumes are going to my head. I've got a bottle of Canali Dal 1934. Welcome, Bolinas. What is that? Scented Today, not the OG, but Dolce & Gabbana Pour On. Apparently it's been discontinued again. I hope not. But somebody said. I've also got some good news about Frederic Malle. The next Frederic Malle fragrance to be released is going to be a Desert Gem, and it will be an oud. And the lady in the shop said that she thought it was nice, and that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me, because it might smell nice to her, but it might smell terrible to me. She's not going to say it smells shite. If it's got amber woods in, it's a no, it's a write-off, it's finished, it's already dead. But if it hasn't, welcome A, welcome Timonson. If it hasn't got amber woods in, I'm interested. I am. So there we have it. And she wouldn't tell us what it was called, obviously. But it is due out soon, hopefully this year. Curious about the price of them all. Maybe around 500 to 600 to fill that missing area, says Patchouli Pappy. It's a good theory, but I think if it's for a 50 mil, that is, says Patchouli Pappy, yes. For a 10 mil. I think it'll be priced closer to the night. If it's an oud, if it's real oud, not like the moon or like dawn or something, you know. If it's real oud, like the night, what's it gonna be like? Iris Poudre is so nice. It's so cool. It's so cool. What did I wear today? Not Viking, not Cuir de Lancôme, but this. An absolutely sensational fragrance is Mar Liberté. Indeed, Duchamp, I enjoyed every second choking my friends on an exam today. What kind of exam is that where you've got to choke your mates? Les Indemnidables versus Frederic Malle ouds this year. Interesting. I know what the composition of the Les Indemnidables oud is. And that's all I'm going to say. Because it's not my secret to give away. But I know what it is. Fucking bad. It's warm in here. Humid. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. James, welcome RXL. How you liking that Viking? I am liking the Viking. Absolutely. This is a 2018 bottle. And I really like it. I smelled it today in the shop. I don't really see much of a difference. I also smell Queen of Milk. Queen of Milk? Queen of Silk. Queef in Milk. I also smelled Queen of Silk, and I thought, there are parts of it that I think are all right, and then there's other parts of it I think they've just not even bothered. Also, when I was out today, the only thing I could smell on the streets and in the stores was amberwood. It's all I could smell. Just absolutely fucking bombastic, emanating from people's fucking pores, invading me space, destroying me brain cells, making us walk with a more pronounced limp, fucking everything. Awful. Mark Sampson, welcome to you. Scent of the evening for myself is Vintage Ho Hang by Balenciaga. I've got a bottle of that, you know. I think I might fucking sell it. I've got a splash. I've got a splash and a partial of a spray. I wish I had Russian Adam's History of Cambodian Oud. Sup, Duck, welcome, Steph's. Prada L'Homme Low, a gingery kick to the OG. Perfect for the summer. I quite like the OG, actually. Oud Madness, says Duchamp. Yeah, that fuck them. Both the Les Indemnidables oud and the other oud are just going to be scandalously fucking priced. You just know they are. They're just going to be scandalously priced. You're talking £1,000 for 100 ml, at least for the pair of them. It's been really fucking humid today. I fucking hate the humidity. Really strange weather for obviously being British. Like, I'm obsessed with the weather, and like not in like, well, yes, in about talking about it, but more in like, what do I wear in certain weathers? And humidity is probably the biggest bastard to try and pick out a fragrance to wear. You know, Bortnikov is in Kuwait tonight, is he? How is he? I know he wasn't well for a while. Hello, y'all. Hope you are fantastic, says Proddy. DJ says, curious to see if they can do something interesting to me. Looking forward to the Les Indimitables Oud. Carl's having trouble with his autocorrect. The algorithm has it in for him. Platinum Egoist or Dior Eau Sauvage Parfum? Which do you prefer? I do not like Platinum Egoist at all, Yusuf. And welcome, Yusuf. But no, I can't stand that shit. So, Eau Sauvage Parfum by a country mile, because I really love that stuff. Here is, I'll put some of these back, more Liberté. Here is Viking. Here is Eau Sauvage Parfum and Eau Sauvage Parfum, but they look different, you say. It's because they are different. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. Welcome, Flavour Sauce. Bolinas says, Canali Dal 1934 was created by Jean-Christophe Hérault, the same guy that went on to do Creed Aventus. That's right, he did. He did make Creed Aventus. Unfortunately. I was talking to the people in the shops today, and they were like, it's been dead, like, and I asked the Creed boutique. Obviously, I didn't tell them I got a bottle of Creed Viking because, you know, I don't want their stock at their prices. I will not reward them prices with money, you know. So, you prefer Eau Sauvage 2012 over 2017? At the minute, it wasn't always the case. It was not always the case. Brandon says he is wearing Iris Ganache. Sorry, Duchan, I'm driving, never tried danger. The amber woods have infused with our oxygen. It feels like it. There'll be something come out about them that they're bad for the environment or some shit, I'm telling you. They feel like something born of fucking charcoal, some kind of petrochemical hellscape. You know? Oh. I am hot in this motherfucker. The vintage skin on skin is such a good suede leather scent. I saw Ramsey did a suede video yesterday. It's me, Mulder. Good evening, Rich. Amberwoods are a new personality trait. Smell me so I exist. Dior Homme 2011. Dior Homme 2011. That's more of an ambery version of Dior Homme, I think. It's more ambery compared to the first one, which I thought was more ethereal, you know? Excuse me. So, I think the silver stem's a lot easier to wear in the summer. But obviously my bottle is finished, so I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting until the autumn and winter when I will get my black stem out. How much did you pay for your Mar Liberté? I have two. I think I paid 100 quid for the 100ml, and then I paid 100 quid for the 200ml as well. But they were from different people, and the 200ml is a splash, you know? Excuse me. Richards, the Amberwoods fog is giving Salinger, deservedly. I don't know what that means. Rich in the Amberwood fog is giving Salinger. What's Salinger? Let's have a look. DJ Salinger. He died when he was 90. Oh, he wrote Catcher in the Rye, did he? Oh, my. Fuck these top-tier niche perfume brands with their prices when I can get the likes of Dior, Sauvage, EDP, Cartier, Dos Santos, etc. for around 100 quid. Exactly. I'm going to buy that, your Liberté. Welcome, Alicia. How are you doing? Yeah. No fragrance to look forward to this year. Amazing, says Pradeep. What do you mean? You mean you're not interested by anything that's being released now? Or do you mean that you're refusing to buy anything? Oh, goodness, excuse me. No fragrance yet. Says, saves me money, says Dahlia. But that apparently isn't the only Frederick Mall that's coming. There'll be another one next year. So you might get two this year, which the lady at the shop has already whiffed. And I don't know if she enjoyed it. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Even the sales associate today was like, I'm sick of Frederick Mall releasing this fucking airy-fairy stuff. He was like, I want something massive. And I was like, yes. Also, they had the area bosses in today. And I had to write down that I would go for an appointment. They had to book 8 appointments. And I was like, right, fuck it. I'll have an appointment just to help you out. But apparently the target-driven thing is becoming really big now. Like, they're pushing it really, really hard. Which is not the way that I think you should sell perfume at all. Nothing new interesting, says Product. Yeah. Saves me money, says Dahlia. Quite. If there's anyone that cares, Cartier is bringing back Must Cartier Pour Homme and Declaration d'un Soir. I imagine that there will be people who care, and I would like to smell the Must Cartier, although they are not above using amberwood. So, hopefully, they don't. Product, did I not tell you? They're bringing a new Desert Gem. There's a new Desert Gem coming this year. It's an oud. And it's coming out this year. Good chance to explore indie brands, says A. Curious about the Desert Gems number 5. I'm dabbling in home perfumery, says Noah, and just smelled no Limbanol for the first time. My condolences. I think it must be 90% of Mo Zerjo formulas. It's awful. Yep. It's nasty, and it's a bit foul. And it's massively powerful, and it is cosmetically inert, or about as inert as it can be. So there we go. Saw Eugene's video that he did, and I was like, I agree with a lot of what he said, and I do feel like that. But I watched a Frederick Malle video where he was talking with the perfumer. He did it for Nose magazine. It's a little 1-minute video. Frederick Malle did not look like someone under duress. He didn't have his fucking bottom lip out. He sounded really enthusiastic. It looked natural. He seemed really sound. Everything was going well. And I don't know that he's been forced out. I don't know. I'm umming and ahhing. I'm changing me opinion. You know. For everyone here, what's your thoughts on Z11? It's a woody metallic compound. Welcome, my Vu. How do you do? Ah, yes, it's spaced out. The soulless money grab oud from the living dead brand that is Frederick Malle. Nice. I need Quentin Biche for this next Malle, says Patchouli Pappy. I hope that's a joke, mate. Good grief. Do you want Quentin Biche to be the perfumer so you can hear me complain bitterly at length? I wouldn't bother if it's not supervised by Malle, says Proddy. No, Frederick Malle's been the one who's like overseen it. Apparently there's going to be another one as well that's going to be released, not soon, but maybe next year. That's been seen, had oversight from Frederick Malle. So, like, fear not, but that'll be it. I think they're doing that to muddy the water so you don't know what he's made and what he hasn't made. You know? It's too much of a prestige name to be pushed out. Well, that's what you think. You haven't got billions of dollars at stake. Is anybody too much of a prestige name to be pushed out when there are billions on the line? For an inanimate object, money speaks extremely loudly. It just seems weird to sell the rights to your name, says Mr. North. Yeah, I had this conversation with Eugene. I don't know that I could do it. Like if I had a brand like Thierry Mugler, if I was like named Thierry Mugler or Yves Saint Laurent or fucking Christian Dior, and I sold the rights to me name, I couldn't do it. So I think Eugene's probably done the right thing in calling it something that isn't his name, like Les Abstraits. I don't think I could sell my name and not have control of it. You know? Fuck that. I'm eternally optimistic, says my view. I'll be cautiously looking forward to the new Malle still. I don't think the average buyer cares if he's involved or not, says James. I would agree. Yusuf says, I will go with Dior Homme Parfum. You said Eau Sauvage Parfum. Eau Sauvage Parfum. I don't like Dior Homme Parfum either. Eau Sauvage, although it is better than Platinum Egoist. Eau Sauvage Parfum is the one, Yusuf. Your opinion means a lot, thank you. But it seems too thick for spring here in Morocco. Yes, it probably will be. Choose a different scent. That is very... That is very, yes, Eau Sauvage Parfum. It might be a little thick, mate. It might be something a bit too much for you. Maybe try like a cologne. Get one of the Les Indemnidables colognes. I'm not sure if they'll ship to Morocco, but I imagine Morocco in spring's lovely. Do you live in the north? Or do you live in the mountains? I hope there will never be another Jacques Guerlain case. The name Rich Mitch will never be sold, says Duchamp. All designers sell off their name. Very normal in fashion. In fashion, yes. Absolutely no doubt. But to me, that's an alien that is an alien concept. There's just no way I would ever sell my name off. I don't think I could do it. Like, obviously, I would want the money. If somebody came up with like $1 billion or $2 billion, I'd be, oh. But then you literally can't do anything with your own name. Like, it's not yours. You know? I live in Casablanca. My ultimate spring fragrance. My ultimate spring fragrance. My ultimate spring fragrance here is Terre de Hermes EDT. That is a good spring fragrance. That is a good spring fragrance. What would I recommend to you for spring? Maybe Cologne Officinale by Cologne Officinale. You know, maybe I would recommend that to you because it's nice and dry, it's fresh, it's clean. As long as you shower and wash every day, spray that on. Some white garments. Roadster would be a good choice, I think. I'm trying to think of something that would be like good in the heat, but it's also still available. One of the Les Indemnidables colognes. That's always a good shout for the heat. I have shut the bed. I will put my Viking back there. I can't see myself buying any other creeds, so I might do a list ranking my creeds. Oh, excuse me. Rich, have you smelled Guerlain Vetiver in the new bottles? Yes. I have also smelled today Guerlain Vetiver Parfum, and I asked a girl to get me a sample, and she said she didn't have any. And apparently they are getting the ultimate boutique in my local department store for Guerlain. So they're going to have everything. And she is going to be under so much pressure. So much. LVMH are going to lean on her big time. Fringe Fragrance. Today at the gym, I was there with a bunch of old folk. We don't use perfumes often in our country, but some gentlewoman was wearing Mitsuko. It was a very oak mossy changing room. How nice. My country sold the name for the EU Union and nothing happened. Oh, have you tried Neroli Outre Noir? My personal favourite Neroli. Possibly. Eugene sent me loads of samples, and after I'm finished the Anthologie de Grand Cru, which I will do tomorrow afternoon, I will then cover the Guerlain samples that Eugene sent me. I think it's the Art de la Matière collection, but I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. Neroli Outre Noir is nice, says Alicia. I'm very jealous, says A. I have to go to Disney to get a Guerlain experience. I have to pay 4 digits now to get a classic smelling new girl on. Insanity. That is upsetting. Do 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 do. That's why Galen's not in the chat. He's on the phone with Eugene. Have to pay 4 digits. 4 digits. That's Galen. It is Galen. I just laid my Carolina Herrera concentrate on top of Prada Low and it's fire. I don't like layering. I don't like layering because that is not how the fragrance... That is just a way for them to sell more perfumes. You should get that experience in one perfume. You know? Leave me alone, says Galen. No. You are weird. You are sending unusual pictures of your unusual face. I agree, Doug, but sometimes I get bored. I know, but like, could you not like put a video game on or like go outside or I don't know, read a book? I'm not a layering type person. Make it fire without the extra, says Alicia. Exactly. What's the opinion on the current state of Tom Ford and the recent releases? Dross. Really, really bad perfumes. Really, if I'm being honest. I'm sure they do well at sometimes and sometimes maybe not. But nah. Not great. Not great in my opinion. A bit crap. I agree, Doug, but sometimes I get bored. You can't layer art, says Dropout. Have you put aside 1 to 2k for the Les and Dematable Roots? 1k for 2? No, I have not, and I won't be either. I'm not going to do that. Don't worry, I'm not going to buy 2. I know what the scent profile is, and when it comes out, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not influencing anyone's opinion, but I have thoughts. Be left in no doubt I have thoughts. But I will not be sharing them because they are not it is not my secret to give away. As much as I would love to sit here and spill the beans. I don't know what this new thing is about spilling the tea. Spill the tea in Britain, you're getting a slap. Spill the beans, you'd probably get away with it. Although Aqua Allegorias are so nice on their own with the other stuff. Oh, with other stuff. I really like the Herba Fresca and the Bergamot de Calabria, maybe? Is that an Aqua de Palma? Has anyone seen Peter Griffin from the family? New animated fragrance channel period called... Sorry, Phil? Peter Griffin's from the Family Guy new animated fragrance channel period called Peter Sense. Tom Ford hasn't had a classic since an eternity, says my Vu. New Tom Ford Fire releases are trash, yes. I really don't like the concept of perfume enhancers. Why is an appendix as expensive as an as an all-in-all creation. Shouldn't be. It's because they're trying to make more money out of perfume instead of just making good perfume. Why don't they stop releasing a load of absolute shit to go along with it? That's what they're doing. They're just throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. You know? No rhyme, no reason to it. No fucking ideas, no thoughts, other than to increase the profit margin. And it's crap. It's total crap. Welcome, Scent Genie. I'm with you on the whole layering thing. I want to smell the one I'm wearing, not mixed, says J. Paul. Yeah. Although Aqua Allegorias are so nice on their own. Jordan Albro says, congrats, Mitch, on the 2016 bottle of Noir de Noir. I'm on the hunt. I'm also about to pull the trigger on a bell jar of Fumery Turk. Have you smelled Fumery Turk before? I had a bottle of Fumery Turk. In fact, I've got another one now, but it's still sealed. Sealed in, and I think it's a Palais Royale, but I might be wrong. It's not a bell jar, though. Oh, God. I'm sick of yawning. Just cough the scent profile out, says Carl. In France, it's spill hot potatoes. Don't do that either. Don't waste food. Duchamp wants to know where Jordan Albro is from. Laying is definitely an ADD thing, says Noah. Carl says, are you going to get any Astia Divolate perfumes, Pradeep? Is Pradeep going to? I'd like to, but I don't know where I can get the samples and stuff. So it could just be a bit of a cow. What's the top-notch mainstream house right now? I like Hermes. It's hard to see past Hermes, if I'm being honest. The best designer house, probably Hermes, like. I mean, like I say, if anybody can think of a better one, let us know. Apparently Dior are releasing some kind of fucking elixir thing made from the private blends, or the privés, like a Bois d'Argent elixir, which you shouldn't have to pay for like 10 times the price for like the performance that it used to be 10 years ago. I don't think these companies realize like the internet's a thing. Like they're like, oh, we'll do this and no one will notice. You know what I mean? Yes, I've smelled Fumery Turk old and new. Both are pretty good. I wish brands follow the philosophy of quality is better than quantity, especially Guerlain. Guerlain are just vomiting out perfume at the minute. I've got fucking... I already bought Lenawee last year. We'll probably get Artaban next, says Brody. Brody, where do I get samples of Astia Divolate from? Chanel Esprit de Parfum Dior. I do love Dior up until about 2014, 2015, 2016. And then Francois Duché just caught the old fucking, I don't know what he caught, dementia, Alzheimer's. Maybe he just went into decline. I don't know, the perfumes just turned to shit. Somebody in that chain of command, maybe it wasn't Demachet, maybe he was just doing the best he could under extenuating circumstances. But who knows, eh? Hello, everybody. Welcome, Omar. We're an Eau de Magnolia. Someone was trying to get me to try D'Entrée Bras today. Like, the people in the shop were looking at it like a slight tinge of desperation today. I think they've had the managers go through them like a dose of salts, like trying to get them to fucking sell more fucking perfume. And it's like, well, if your prices weren't so fucking egregious. Product says, it seems they don't do sample sets. Well, they can fucking suck my ass, because I am not spending thousands on blind buying bottles of perfume. I'm just not blind buying them. I don't know that. Oh, somebody asked me about, I think it was Brandon earlier. Sorry, Brandon. Is the rose in Gallo from Miraglantine or Rose Cabana? It's from Miraglantine. It's the rose from Miraglantine and the leather from Cuir d'Ange, and that's what it smells like. That is genuinely what it smells like. Those two fragrances layered. Maybe, well, not maybe, but with a lack of a couple of florals from Cuir d'Ange and the myrrh from Miraglantine, you know. It's the top of Miraglantine and the base of Cuir d'Ange, which is no bad thing, because they're my two favourite parts of those fragrances, to be honest. Joe, I have a decant of Noir from 2016, says Duchamp. This is like the Lord Extra all over again, girl, and it's only slightly better, but at least the formulas are not as wonky as Dior's. Well, yes. I spy Iris Poudre. It's bright and sunny today, and Iris Poudre sparkled on my skin. Literal magic. This is the older one, and this one smells a lot cooler. The modern one smells like... What does the modern one smell like? The modern one smells like chalky, and it smells powdery, and it smells a little ambery, whereas this one's much lighter. You know, it's got that kind of... But it does smell like a... It does have like a clean old woman kind of smell to it, I must admit. But I love it. It's really nice, like, you know. As long as it's a clean old woman, I'm married. Osmanthus is absolutely amazing. Dura Rose likes it as well, but I just don't like Osmanthus. Gallo, Paddock, Epona, and Peau d'Espagne, the four horsemen, says Duchamp. If you're still able to find good deals, I think Agua de Palma is the better LVMH brand. It's not a bad shout, you know. They do some good stuff. I've got a bottle of Colonia Mirror, and I love the smell. But I ain't going to wear it, because I have some amazing myrrh perfumes, and that doesn't get into the top 10, like, if I'm being perfectly honest. Henri Jacques sent me their blotter service. Going to have a sniff? Good grief. Did you have to sell a kidney for that? Henri Jacques are prohibitively expensive, and have I smelled any of them? Maybe. But I can't remember. I know Fliss thought the tuberose was absolutely imperious, like. Modern is very warm and powdery, very 2010s modernity. Yeah. J. Paul says, over 50 people watching. Please like it up. Yes, if you would like to like the stream, I would appreciate it greatly. No pressure. Bolinas says, what's Aqua Media Cologne Forte Mason Francis Curtis? I'm like, what? I'm surprised I got to the end of that sentence without swallowing my tongue. What's Aqua Media Cologne Forte Maison Francis Kirkjohn like? You tell me. Never have I ever smelled that. Didn't know it was a thing. Goodness. Pass, mate. If you know, if anybody else knows, please feel free to let us know, because God knows. Yes, Aqua de Parma is not exciting, but the quality feels good. It is good. It is good. They don't have anything like an Aventus or a fucking like a portrait of a lady, or a girl on vetiver, or one of those massive perfumes that'll like people talk about in years to come. But all the stuff they do is actually really solid, like really good. Like if somebody asked us for a brand to check out and they wanted to smell, they wanted to move on up from designer perfumes, they wanted something a bit different, a bit better, Aqua de Parma's perfect for you. They've got a bit of everything. Oh, sorry. That's me chair, don't worry. Don't worry. I've tried some Astia, plan to get some next time I'm in Paris, but it takes good reason for me to go to Paris, says DJ. Yes, don't get killed. That said, you live in London, so you take your life in your hands every time you leave the house. Prolip says, I couldn't believe I ignored Eau de Gentiane Blanche. Brilliant in the heat, that. Hermes remains the designer to beat. That's the green juice from MFK. I still don't know what that is. Wow, says Omar. Original vetiver is amazing. Yes, it is. For some reason, my previous bottle used to burn my skin. This one? No. Going to pick up my ADP Mandolo di Sicilia on your recommendation. Cheers, Doug. Have you smelled it? It is really nice. It smells like almond ice cream. It's cool in a creamy kind of way, like a milkshake. I was smelling it today. The juice colour's changed. I hope you like it, Ashley Bissett. Tell us what you think. MFK Aqua line is miles long and too French to remember than individual names, says my view. Yes. I got more compliments when I layered fragrances, says Steph's. Bollocks to compliments, man. Compliments mean nothing. Wear it for yourself. Fuck the people. I got more compliments. ADP has exceptional quality, says Alicia. Fico di Amalfi is a classic fig, hard to beat. Yes, I would agree. Marc Jacobs does a good fig, and I can't remember what it is. I give it to Richie G. Oh, what else is a good fig? Philosopos is a good fig, of course. Aqua de Sama says Duchamp. I never got compliments anyway. At least my mom loves everything I wear. Well, that's the main thing. Girl on Vetiver is on its own, is in its own league, in my opinion, says Omar. I smelled the parfum today, and I'm going to try and get a sample from somewhere, but the lady in the shop didn't have one for us, so I was upset. But I've got the other two. Do you know what I mean? Got the other two, but James agreed, was just talking to my friend about it, says Janie. I love Marc Jacobs for men, says James. I like Aqua Celestia from that MFK Aqua line, and my sister loves Celestia Forte, actually. The new Cologne Forte versions are really, really bad, in my opinion, says Omar. If you're releasing Colognes, right, why are you releasing Fortes? Just release it different. I have a Figo di Amalfi sample on the way, actually. Yay, says Dahlia. Well done, Dahlia. Olivia Giacobetti is a fig queen. Olivia Giacobetti made this. She also made quite a few diptychs, actually. She's another perfumer I'd like to see get an in-house perfumer job. You know? But then we've discussed the nature of in-house perfumers, haven't we? Ashoka is a nice fig. Yes, those Neil Vermeers are fucking glorious, to be fair. Hello again, Laura G. How are you? Laura G has over 50 subscribers now, but she does not have enough viewing hours to live stream. She's got 2 shorts, each with over 7,000 views. How interesting. Which is more than any of my videos. That is the power of cats. That is the power of cats. Excuse me. I get compliments on Alien. It still smells like fucking sunscreen. Wretch, says Dahlia. Does anybody have a good sunscreen fragrance for Laura G? Laura G wants like a real sunscreen one. I told her that she should try Nivea Cream EDT. Oolong Char is a decent fig scent. I got compliments on Alien. Probably the best fig milk. I agree, Duck, but who doesn't like a compliment? Well, no one doesn't like a compliment, but I never, ever think that I want compliments when I put a fragrance on. That is just not something I ever think. Like, it genuinely never crosses my mind. I've had compliments twice while I've been making videos. One of them was on Opium Secret de Parfum, and one of them was on Vanille Havane. I would compliment. I'm not scared to, says Alicia. I'm not scared to either, but people do look at you like you've got two. Well, they look at me like I've got 2 heads when I compliment them because I'm a big man. Do you know what I mean? Olivia Giacobetti is in-house perfumer at Luban. Are we sure of this? That's outrageous. Richie G's just sent me a YouTube short. What does he want? I'm streaming. Come hither. I watched the football last night. Newcastle were fucking diabolical. Fucking awful. I can't wait for this season to be fucking finished. Once it's finished, though, I'll be fucking mortified. I'll be like, where's me football? Evening, how are we doing? Says a line on beauty. I'm okay. How are you? Richie G sent us a picture of his ankle earlier. I thought if this was 120 years ago, you'd be gone straight to jail, you pervert. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I received 1 compliment one time and I was elated the day. That day, you're not wrong, but then it's a rare occurrence, so it's especially nice. Hello, I am good. How is everyone, says Laura G. Try this one. It's light citrusy and musky with a tea note. It's great for summer. Which one? I actually wore Philosopos today, says the line on beauty. Well, for the original formula, I cannot deal with that smell. Mother of cats and a duck, apparently. Yes, I am adopted. Adopted by Laura G. No, Nivea cream isn't sun cream. Yeah, but it smells great. Why did he send you an ankle photo? He was sending us a picture of his man flops. Richie G's got man flip flops. No doubt he's gonna wear them with socks, the fucking terrorist. I want a very specific sun cream vibe. Interesting. Acro Rise is a good kind of sunscreen fragrance, says Carl. Rise and Shine. Oh, the man flops, yes. He sent me a picture of his man. In fact, I might have the picture here. Hold on a second. Where is it? There it is. Look at him with his man flops. He's got his... There they are. Outrageous behaviour. Sending me pictures of his hairy hoof. Oops, I'm all over the place. What's going on? Suede flops, cork flops. That's what he's got. He's got cork flops. Oh, he's wearing his summer vibe. Alright, Jay, I'm going to put these on. I'm going to put these on stream. There's the cat. Baymax is sitting in the chair. Can you see Baymax in the corner here? There's Richie G, and he's there's Richie G, and he's summer get up. He looks like he might have caught the sun a little bit on his face. You know? He's definitely going for that, like, summer dad vibe. You know? Embarrassing summer dad. But he loves it. Oh, Nivea is so synthetic, it makes me gag, says Lionel. Yes, absolutely it is. Couldn't agree more. Windrift has a Vichy vibe. A beachy vibe. Acro Rise is a good kind of sunscreen fragrance. I have a lot of beachy and coconuts. I am definitely summer smell human. What about citruses? Juliet has a gun. Vanilla Vibes was so sunscreen-like. I kind of gagged. I think Juliet has a gun or a bad brand. Fear and Loathing in Newcastle, says Dropout. Some OD and the D&G summer scent must smell like sun cream. You never got a compliment on Clear by Monodiorio? Possibly yes. Maybe, but that might have been off a friend. So I don't know if it counts. I do remember somebody really liking it, though. A friend I haven't spoken to for a while now. She really enjoyed Monodiorio's Queer. And fucking glorious. What a fragrance that is. Why did he send you an ankle photo? I don't know. He was just wanting to show a bit of leg, you know. Hello, Pat Lester. You wearing Invasion Bar? I haven't worn that so far. Fear and Amber Woods. Fear and Amber Woods in Las Vegas. I almost never get compliments, but one day multiple people complimented ombre leather. Oh. He sent you a pic of his flops and it went all the way to his ankles. Please don't block me, says Dahlia. Tom Ford Soleil Blanc smells like sunscreen. It's divine. I consumed half a bottle in Sardinia last year. I think Laura G got a clone of that. I'm going to put on some heels and send some send some pictures to the duck, says Germs. A lady at the gym complimented me at the gym this week. But it was for my looks, so it doesn't count. Ah. Did you touch her? Did she let you touch her? Was she nice? He has a fun shirt. It is a fun shirt. Normal British behaviour, absolutely. Summer dad vibes. I do love Soleil Blanc, but it's not quite sun cream. Marc Jacobs has a nice coconut note. Creed's Virgin Island Water for the win as far as beachy scents go. Can't do strong leather, but I love Bellamy. Do you have similar recommendations? Woof. Woof. That is not easy. Something similar. You'd have to... Yataghan. Yataghan by Caron. Has Yataghan got a strong leather? It's extremely spicy. Put it like this. Yataghan's so spicy that when I smell it, I sneeze. Like, when I say spicy, I mean like peppery. You know? Really, really peppery. Oh, Rich, I pulled out a Forgotten Juliet Has a Gin sample set, and I've been really enjoying Citizen Queen, talcum. I see. One of these little things is fucking on its way out. Get back in there. So it's just this little thing on my chair. It's trying to pop out. What's the difference between Heris and Iris Yukioe? What is the difference between Heris and Iris Yukioe, mate? Heris is flatter. Imagine Heris is an iris soliflor, as it says here. All right. Soliflor iris, and Iris Yukioe has other notes in it. Oshino Pour Rhum is similar to Bellamy. Yes, I love coconuts and beach, but I haven't found the sun cream I am looking for, says Laura G. It's hard to get in my neck of the woods. Alicia is laughing. I was embarrassed to show my collection in the Discord, and then everyone started talking about sunscreen fragrances positively. Said with love, says Talia. I will not block you, don't worry, for showing your perfume collection. I need to go and dehydrate, lest I explode. So give me a few minutes. Laura G, you are in charge. Stop people from leaving. Aha! It's me. You weren't expecting that, were you? No, you fucking weren't. I'm on to you. Well done, Laura G. It's kept the people busy and interested. So, where are we? What's the difference between Iris Hiddies? I was embarrassed. Laura G didn't say anything. Oh. Laura G, have you tried Danger Light Blue Sun? Has super sun cream vibe. I've only tried the new formula, but I like it a lot. Maybe I should try other leathers from Hermes. Try Cuir d'Ange. Shaker is even stronger. Yeah, the shaker's it's potent. It's fucking potent. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Yes, try Cuir d'Ange. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, says PK. Welcome, some vintage Cartier Santos today for you, eh? Oh, nice. Oh, I might wear this. Smells like rainy days, does Harris. Smells like rainy days. That and vetiver. I want to try Elena's leather. Which one? Which of Elena's leathers do you want to smell? Imagine this being anything you worried about right now. Oh, I've got an itchy face. Why is that happening? Queer orange, leather of an angel. Oh, it's leather skin. That's what it's meant to mean. No, angel skin, not leather skin. Maybe I should try other leathers from Hermes. Yes, they're good. Kelly Kalesh is a nice rose leather. No one seems to talk about it, says Pradeep. How many rose leathers can you do? I mean, fuck. Elena did Rose and Queer as well. Rose and Queer for Frederick Mall. Oh, that's something else as well. That was fucking hilarious. The sales associate in my local department store today said loads of people are complaining to him about perfumes being weakened down, and he was like, "They're not. They're just not. The brands never tell us that they're being weakened down." And I'm like, "Of course they don't." I mean, I didn't say that to him. I didn't. I upset him a couple of weeks ago by telling him that fucking Estee Lauder were on their arse. So I didn't want to say anything. Do you know Estee Lauder's stock price is fucking 1/3 of what it was 3 years ago? That is upsetting. But apparently they're floundering in the market. Well, they are nice. Monsieur Bouquet had this weird funk I'm very intrigued by. But I mean, $700, they better be nice. You could get all the DNAs of these in the vintages a Nuge has. Exactly. A Nuge, I would rather buy off a Nuge than go retail. Even though a Nuge is retail. Gucci is scraping the bottom. Have you smelled their new one? I didn't hate their new one. I didn't hate it, but it ain't worth what they're asking for. Good Lord. It's expensive. That whole line is fucking expensive. You know? So yeah. I don't want to pay that shit. I found a vintage Goutal vetiver and what the fuck? I'm not ready for this shit. It is like tar. So it smells. It smells like vetiver tar. It's very, very, very dark and smoky. Like freshly laid tar. Scary. I had to sell mine. No, that's not true. I gave mine to Ramsey. I've still got Racine, which is nice. Road tar, yes. Yeah, that's what it smells like. It smells like freshly laid tar, yeah. Crazy. Some people absolutely love it. And I was like, nah, can't do it. Noses don't lie, says my view. But the brains behind them do. Gucci is scraping the bottom. What have they done to you, Pradeep? Pradeep, what is your favourite leather, says Duchamp. I don't have PayPal or a Visa card. I wish I can get stuff from Enchanté. Oh, no. I don't know how you could pay them, to be fair. Didn't know Goutal made that dark of a scent. Whoa, says my Vu. Yeah. It's probably the darkest scent from what I've smelled. I got that lavender as well, but the lavender was too chalky, powdery, irisy. I've got Caron Troisième Homme for that. I've got this, bad lad, if I want that. And sometimes I do want that. Some salty, yes, salty vetiver. I like a good salty leather as well, like a vintage salty leather. I remember when, if you go and watch Robes' video on Mona Diorio's Queer, then you will see him talking about green and salty leathers. And I like that. I want to try the Molinard Iris. Yes, that'll be good. I would like a bottle of the Molinard Lavender, actually. I remember Sebastian said that it smelled like Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme. He was like, why would you pay 300 quid for a bottle of this when you can get Lavender by Molinard and it's the same fucking fragrance? It's like these brands, you just don't know who the fuck they think they are. You know? I have the lavender, it's really good. What's it like? Is it powdery? Excuse me. Oh, I see RXL's released a video. Top 10 fragrances for douchebags. I shall watch that after the stream. I enjoy some RXL content. He did a top 10 the other day after swearing off that he would never do one. Molinard Queer is nice. Molinard Queer is nice, but to me, it's got a shandy note. It's a little bit sweet, you know? It's like, I don't know if you have shandy where you are, but it's like beer with lemonade in it. Good night, Timmonson. Thank you for coming. Are the current Monas good? Yes, very good, but they've shuttered the brand. They have shuttered the brand. Fancy shuttering the fucking brand. They're like, oh, we've gone away for a little while. Who knows what'll happen in future? And it's like, what? Fuck off. Welcome, Saab Replay. This is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much, Rich Mitch. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, mate. How wonderful you are. Because they keep getting away with it, says my Vu. Yes. My first thought of lavender is Adidas EDT from 1985. You're right, they keep getting away with it, but it's going to catch up to them. You can't just keep stripping, like slash and burn everything. You know, this hyper, I don't want to use the word capitalist, but this hyper, like, efficient, take everything and leave nothing kind of what's the word I'm thinking of? Not atmosphere, fucking culture. You can't just fucking have that mindset where you just try to eke out every single fucking penny of everything all the time and thinking that it'll never end, you know? Just relax a little bit, leave a little bit on it, you know? Just maybe chill the fuck out a bit. And now they're putting loads of pressure on the sales associates, which I really hate because it's not their fault that they're not selling things. It's the culture that the brands above them, and I'm telling you now, the sales associates know it. They were saying today, they were like, everybody's talking about the prices and the price increases 10% a year. It's like at least 10% a year. And then there's loads of stuff they can't get. Like loads of the cosmetics they can't get. Steph says, you're not going to wear your derby this year. Yes, but I'm not wearing it in the height of fucking summer, which it is about to become. Screw that. Far too big for that shit, even though it's got mint in it. The mint's just there for a laugh, I think. The mint's just there just to fucking say, well, hey, look, aren't we naughty? Have a bit of mint. Honestly, it's just similar to lavender oil. If you want lavender, it definitely scratches the itch. Molyneux Amber is fantastic too. Yeah, all those Molyneux are fantastic. I got the patchouli and I thought it was shit. I must admit, I thought the patchouli was a bit shit. But I've got some of the best patchoulis, like, in the game. I still think Real Patchouli by... Bois 1920 EDT is still one of the best patchoulis. And it's not even that high quality. I just love it. And then the fucking did what they did. And I put my thoughts out there. Thank you. If you keep this ridiculousness up, I'm going to start tuning into Jeremy Fragrance. Don't go, Andy. Don't go. Don't do it, mate. I wouldn't consider it powdery, though. I'll have to pull it out and revisit it. I'll tell you a lavender that's not very powdery, my friends. I will tell you, and you will be shook. It's this. It's fucking brilliant. 60 quid for 300 mil. I feel like I've had my money's worth. I'm going to put some on right now. You see if I don't. Brace yourselves. Just one on the top of my head as well, because I've got no hair. Bollocks. I hope it hasn't got on me water. No, I've got away with it. Hyperinflation, says Dushan. We're not in hyperinflation yet, but we have had a period of high inflation. And because of the way that the law is around stocks, I don't know what it's like in America, I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but in this country, brands have a legal responsibility to try and, like, to not sink their stock price. So they've got, like, on purpose, but, like, they have to do everything in their power to get the stock prices to go up, right? Which incentivizes certain kinds of behaviors, which I don't necessarily think are overall good long-term strategies. So you will get a brand that will, like, their stock price will just go, like, even for years, it will increase and increase and increase and increase and increase. But then, because of the nature of that they end up chasing shadows, because they either run out of ideas, they don't have a very good long-term plan, they run out of places to go, and then it turns into a game of musical chairs, and it's who is left with the stock when the music stops, you know? And that's how it feels a lot of the time. And I mean, to be fair, the law saying that stocks and shares, companies have to try and keep their stocks and shares up. Obviously, they have to try and keep the share price up, because anything other than that, it's just going to encourage criminal behavior, you know? And shorting and stuff like that, which is an abhorrent practice. Really want to try Gallo after the review. It sounds like something I would love. I thought about Blind Buy, to be honest. Says Ashley, no, it's too expensive for that. Go and smell it first. Go and smell it first, Ashley. Pulled it out. Damn, it's really good, says James. One of the big reasons is influencers. It's the most evil corporate hack to get a glamorized salesperson to pretend to befriend the customers while peddling anything and everything. I don't even dislike influencers automatically, but it's the truth, honestly. Andy, you are too kind. Andy has donated to the coffee, which I have failed to put a link to in the chat. Not to worry. Bois de Portugal is my lavender of choice. Yes. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it really well. Bois de Portugal will obviously see the light of day, because to me it's a summer fragrance. The price of Gallop here is €100 for 50 mil. What, at retail? It can't be. Not at retail. Excuse me. I don't like the influencer culture. I must admit, it's not my thing. I don't necessarily even blame the influencers for doing it. The way they do it is much more. The way they do it is like certain people are absolutely fucking scandalous with it, like, which is just, some people have just like figured out the algorithm. Different people doing different things different ways. So I think you do like it more than I remember liking it. Anybody use body powders? Anybody? Anybody out there like body powders? Dior has gone out all out influencer mode. Oh god. Oh god. Everybody's buying stuff online as well now, you know. Everybody buys stuff online. That's another reason that, frankly, they're not getting as many sales as they used to. But the whole luxury thing is about the experience. It's not necessarily about the product, or the product's like the last, the afterthought kind of thing. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I've seen brands like Chassis and Gold Bond. Never heard of either of them. I was introduced to a brand called Obvious today, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really care for them. They've got cork caps. You can put that bottle in one of those automatic air fresheners and spray once an hour, and it will last a year. Big unit, Levant. No, the perfume, the smell of the lavender isn't very strong, if I'm honest. Lasts about 15-20 minutes, if that. It's just for freshening up. It's literally what it's for. It's like you get a blast of it and then you're away. You know? Like it or not, you are an influencer as well, just a good kind. But you did influence me, says Klein. Sorry about that, Klein. I did not mean to influence you. This channel's more about the landscape of my mind in regards to perfume. I agree, haha, but that's why I said I don't discount influencers automatically. Going to the airport on Monday in time for fragrance sampling, says Nick Walker. Are you looking forward to sampling some motherfucking fragrances, are you? Where are Les odorants? They haven't released anything for fucking... Oof. It's got to be going on 6-7 weeks now. I don't know. Saw a video today of Rishi Sunak out for his morning walk. In fact, I'll tell you what, not his morning walk, his morning run. I will show you it. I will show you it instead of telling you. There we go. It's the most quintessentially English thing I have ever seen. Are you ready? Whoops. Brace yourselves.
We are all pretty close, yeah. There you go, look at that.
Oh, get in. Oh, Rich for you. Good film. Just found the videotape I've got of that. Fucking wanker. Hey, they'll be gone this year, that lot, to be fair. Was the guy in the van you? No. Could be any Englishman, though. Do you know what I mean? Could be what I think. It genuinely speaks for every single English person. You fucking wanker. You fucking get in. Oh, I googled it. It's your prime minister. It is my prime minister. I love the culture exchange here. That is very, very English. And trust us, the next guy will get it as well. And the one after. And the one after. In fact, every time any of them ascend to the fucking mount of whatever it is, the pile of skulls that they sit on, the horrible shits, they will fucking get it. Believe that. And whether you support them or not, honestly, that guy could have voted for fucking the prime minister and if he'd seen him. You fucking wanker. How are they? There. That's what you get for wanting power. You get called nasty names. You get humiliated in Britain, and I'm telling you, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. If you get into politics, you've just got to be able to take it. That's why British people take the piss out of each other so much, because it makes it, you cannot be trusted with anything if you can't deal with being called names. Like, how are you gonna fucking deal with anything? You know what I mean? So if you don't like being called names, don't go to England. Fucking hell, we all have to learn it when we're kids as well. Everybody gets it. I'm telling you. I thought the British PM loving a pork in Black Mirror was nifty. Do you know the British Prime Minister, right, loving a pork, right? That Black Mirror episode was out, 10 years ago, 12 years ago? It came out afterwards that David Cameron, former British Prime Minister, there were incriminating pictures, or he had been known to take part in an initiation ceremony for one of these dodgy little clubs that the fucking Conservatives had. Well, I call them Conservatives. They're not what people in other parts of the world would call Conservatives. They're Tories. It's a class of people who think they own the country and deserve to run the country. Anyway. And people who think they're something they're not, vote for them. Anyway, David Cameron, part of one of his initiation ceremonies was to put his dick in a stuffed pig's mouth. People were going fucking mental about it. Laughing at him, of course. But you've just got to be able to fucking deal with it. You've just got to be able to deal with it. You've just got to take it if you want to be in politics. You're gonna get the least bad thing that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna get the piss taken out of you, something shocking. And frankly, a lot of them never recover from it. Like, you know, just go away and stop trying to be fucking. I thought you were going to say David Cameron actually fucked a pig. Wouldn't surprise us. It wouldn't surprise us. Apparently you do need to just take it. There's nothing you can do. You can't clap. You clap back, that's the worst thing you can do. It's the worst thing you can do. If you shout back, if you say something back, you're in serious trouble. You're in serious, serious trouble. Based on a true story. Oh, I really love this infusion dome. I really love it. Neroli from Tunisia, Iris Polida, Bois de Cèdre, Vetiver, Encens de Somalie, and Benjoin de Laus. Ooh, I wore again this this week, and I am so glad I did not sell it. I think it's fantastic. It is Body Chorus. Bojo was such a funny character, one of the worst human beings this island has ever produced, and we've produced some of the worst. Fuck him, fuck everyone who has ever fucking met him, fuck people who think about him, fuck people who have a passing interest in his... I'm only joking. People he's despised now. He is utterly, utterly despised. A terrible human being. A terrible prime minister. Untold damage he did to this country. Him and Liz Truss, Cluster Truss. She was prime minister for a month, and that's how bad she was. She was prime minister for a month. See, that's what they can't do in other countries. You can't just get rid. You can't just get rid like we can. You know, like if you're in America and you elect a president and realise you've made a terrible mistake, you're stuck with them for 4 years. In this country, it's not like that. You elect a prime minister in this country, you realise you've made a terrible mistake, you can get rid of them within a month. You know what I mean? Our system works. You know? Tried and tested for fucking hundreds and hundreds of years. Oh. The American system's designed so that nobody can actually actually gets absolute power. You can't win both houses. You can't win the fucking presidency. It's very rare that you get somebody who gets their ducks in a row. I'm hearing the Brit Indian bloke is rotten too. But Rishi Sunak, he's absolutely fucking awful. I mean, he's not. He's not. I mean, he's a Tory, so he's a bad person. But he's not like Boris Johnson. He's stable. At least he's he's not like a fucking lunatic who thinks that the rules don't apply to him. But it feels like he's very condescending. It feels like he is completely out of touch with normal people. He's never had what I would call a normal job, dealing with the public. You know, he's always lived a very upper middle class life. His parents were immigrants to the country, and yet he has waged war on fucking immigration. Like if the rules he's put in now, when's the next chance we can vote the Tories out? It's got to be within 6 months. If he doesn't call an election by January the 28th, he'll go to prison. He'll be in breach of the law. If he doesn't call an election by January the 20th, he'll call one in the fucking autumn or the winter. You know, he's holding on for dear life. There should have been one by now, actually. The first week in May is when it's usually held because the weather's allegedly better. Fucking allegedly, I use that in the loosest fucking terms, by the way. The weather's allegedly better. Everybody's able to get out and move around, and it's light and stuff like that. The days are long because the polling station's open from 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. It's the chance we get to vote them out. It's this year, you know. It's this year, and they'll be swept away. It could even be the end. It'll not be the end of that party because they are the party of what Americans call the deep state. They have the mechanisms of power. You know, they are the landed gentry. They've always been there. That's kind of why they are there, because they've always been there. They talk with the right accent. You know, that's British. That's a very British thing. If you talk with the right accent, certain doors will open for you. If you go to the right school, if you know the right people, that's really Britain. England especially, but Britain. The new infusion de gingembre is nice, says Pradip. I thought the fig one was really nice. I thought he was a parody. Turns out he was actually real and not a cartoon. He's always played the buffoon, Boris Johnson. He's always played this kind of character. Oh, he's so funny, he's so laughable. No, he's extremely dangerous and completely unsuited to public life in any form whatsoever. He's an absolute fucking nutcase. The fact that he was Prime Minister, I'm sure he was I'm sure he was there during the pandemic on purpose. I mean, the stars aligned because he mishandled that so gravely. Like, and there's hell on about it. Because he's a lie. He's an out-and-out lie. You know how most politicians can get away with their lies because of the way they talk? He's so bad that he can't. You know? So it's like, it's that age-old thing. Would you prefer an idiot or someone who's evil? Unfortunately, Boris Johnson's a bit of both. I was revisiting some old samples and I think I actually enjoyed Santal Blush. I am garbage, says Germs. The amber wood possessed you. The power of amber wood compels you. I'm hearing the Brit Indian bloke is rotten too. He's an absolute fucking shambles. It's that he has inherited a shit show and he got a bad hand and played it terribly. That's Rishi Sunak. Much like Theresa May. Much like Theresa May. The Slovak shot theirs today. Yes, that's right. That was yesterday. Yeah, some fucking nutcase fucking did it. A lone wolf, quote unquote. I've learned the word Tory since I wasn't even fluent in English. It's seared into my brain. Yes. Wanker is okay, says Dropout. Hey, John, how's the coffee today? Welcome, Jonathan. How you doing? Drinking an Ethiopian dark roast, says Jonathan. Not for the faint of heart, sounds like it. Not for the faint of arse either. I bet that goes through. I bet Jonathan has absolutely zero problems there. Good grief. Jonathan needs to get these videos out. I'm having Jonathan withdrawals. It's the faint arse. Not for the faint of taint. You know? It's not what you're after. Sounds like Encre Noir of coffee. I don't know that I think Encre Noir's that dark. It's certainly not as dark as Anik Gutal's vetiver, which smells like straight up fucking road tar. Keeps you regular for sure. It's faint arse, the new Tom Ford could be. I don't know how I feel about Keir Starmer on the other side. Think we're fucked both ways. Well, the thing is that he's a politician and he's the leader of a political party. So in that respect, we are fucked both ways. But the whole, we've had the quote unquote conservatives for fucking 14 years, and the country's been on its arse ever since the day they got into power, man. There's been fucking almost zero fucking growth, barely been able to keep up, like providing fucking just the basic stuff. Obviously Brexit fucking happened, which has just been an absolute clusterfuck, but I mean, it's going to take years for that to settle in properly. So we've done it now, so we've just got to fucking wait it out, like, do you know what I mean? And fucking try and make the best of it. I'll be honest with you, the European Union's not faring too well either. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind. That's not what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if the European Union had a bit of a spasm, like, in some kind of way. It risks becoming the museum of the world, like, do you know what I mean? Like, Brexit was a fever dream. Yeah, it was, yeah. Even the people who voted for Brexit realised it was a fucking terrible mistake. Now, what really needed to happen was the European Union needed severe reform, root and branch, but they're just a bunch of fucking bureaucrats. They're just a bunch of fucking people sat in the high tower, just away from everybody, in their ivory tower, not the high tower, just fucking looking down on everyone saying, we know what's best, don't you worry, we'll trying to be the benevolent dictator. The problem is when you haven't got any experience of fucking real life, you don't know how to do that properly. Keir Starmer, at least he's not these lot. That's what I would say. At least he's not fucking... At least he's not the fucking Conservatives. They just need sweeping away. You know? They just need sweeping away at the ballot box. Just get rid of them. Give them a good fucking kicking. Right? Whoever takes over that party next, fuck me. They're not going to be Prime Minister ever. Because the Tories are hated. So little old women spit when they hear the name of like the fucking Conservatives now. So Keir Starmer will be the next Prime Minister, which I've been saying for fucking 4 years. Because he's the right kind of Labour politician. He was leader of the prosecution service. You know what I mean? Why the politicians? I was thinking about this today because you hear loads of people get outraged about like sentences in this country. Sentences handed out to fucking outrageous offenders who do mad shit and they're not sent to jail and that. Why the fuck won't they build more jails? Why the fuck? Is it like some kind of admission of failure? Is it like some kind of admission that the crime rate's gone through the roof? Is it some kind of like does it make you look bad? Is it like they're not so expensive that you wouldn't be able to convince the population to put their hand in their pocket to fucking pay for it? You know? So I would encourage them to build more fucking jails and lock more people up, like, because there's a bunch of fucking nutters out there at the minute, and people are just fucking you just walking. I was in town the day and I was looking around and I'm thinking, I'm walking past somebody with a machete in his pocket here. Do you know what I mean? Some fucker's got some fuck. There was a 66-year-old woman fucking hacked to bits in London yesterday for a purse. Because she wouldn't hand over her purse to some young lad and he just pulled out a machete and just fucking hacked her to bits. You know what I mean? 66-year-old woman. Fuck off. Obviously he'll go into fucking jail. That said, I think they do lock up some people for fucking stupid little things that they shouldn't be getting locked up for. You know? But I agree, I think we are fucked either way, because people who are involved in politics and want to be fucking politicians and prime ministers and fucking chancellors and fucking home secretary and fucking foreign secretary, they're exactly the type of people who should be nowhere fucking near it. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely fucking terrible. Those who seek power should not fucking have it. Boris Johnson's a cross between a head injury and an unmade bed. Yes, Frankie Boyle, well said. I put it on and transformed into a vampire. Encre Noir. Fumidis by Parfum Roma is the darkest vetiver I have tried, says Pradeep. Brex was a favour. I've been sampling Mona Diorio's vetiver recently. Lovely stuff. Yeah, just everything did she make it? Excuse me. Maybe the Goutal vetiver. Hey, Fragheads, welcome. Empty sense. Dior Sauvage just because he's an asshole, says my view. Goutal vetiver. What would Boris Johnson wear? Fucking concrete overcoat. Throw him in the river. Horrible fuck. Build more jails sounds like the plan of a supervillain. It sounds so over the top. The thing is, it's not. There's more criminals. The police are doing a good job catching them. Some people need to go to jail, especially people who are like not in it for money. You know, like people like low level drug dealers. Obviously, major fucking drug dealers should go because they do all sorts of madnesses, like shoot people and kill people and that. But you know, like low level fucking people who do it like for money and fucking like just dodgy drivers. You know, should they be getting sent to jail? Like fucking, you know, low-level crime. People get sent to fucking jail for stupid stuff, and then you hear about like fucking blokes hanging around outside schools trying to fucking take kids home. You know what I mean? And they're like, slap on the wrist. It's like, we just fucking, and there's not enough room in the jails. Literally, about 5 or 6 years ago, a law was brought in that the judges had to consider how full the jails were before locking somebody up. That's an absolutely disgusting state of affairs. That is absolutely filthy. The judge, that should just be the least of their fucking worries. Just build more prisons. Build more fucking nuclear power reactors as well if you want my fucking... what do they call it? Not a portfolio. What do they call it when a political party releases what they're going to do before an election? It's not a portfolio. Manifesto, thank you. Agenda, yes, Jonathan, agenda. It's a manifesto, that's right. I had the rare experience of sleep paralysis. Ooh, fuck that, I don't want that shit. I'll tell you what I really, really don't want. I don't want that thing where you wake up from the anaesthetic while you're still on the table, but the physical anaesthetic's still working, so you can't move or say anything, but you can still feel everything that's going on. That is just not a chance. Afternoon, I smell. How are you? Wearing Fougere Marine. Very strong Tommy Hilfiger vibes on this one. I love Tommy Hilfiger. Crime rates are higher because of the economy. Not just the economy, just the state of the world. It's not just the economy. It's like there's a lot of social things going on. A lot of like the world's being shook around like a snow globe, and nobody knows where to stand anymore. You know. And just the cycle. Politicians need attention. This jam's not enjoyable. There was a cartel-style attack in France yesterday, killing 2 cops. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody getting fucking freed. A gang leader getting freed from a fucking prison van. That once happened near where Richie G lives, actually, to a guy called Paddy Conroy. He got freed by his mates and he fucking disappeared to Spain for a few years, and then they caught him, brought him back. Don't buy water with other reactors. If you could build, they will come. Jails benefit politicians and people in power the most, to be honest. What good we citizens get is only accidental. I just remember thinking it was outrageous that the judges weren't allowed to send people to jail because they were already too full. What the fuck? It's not the police's fault they keep catching people. Oh, that's it. I was approached by a police officer last Saturday. He was like, "Weren't you going a bit quick there, sir?" I said, "Yes, I was." And he said, "That's okay, I'll let you go." I was like, "Thank you." And off I went. I'm an old man now. If this was like 20 years ago, he'd be fucking have us there for fucking hours. Mind you, I was a shit when I was younger, so. Is Overture a good fragrance, says Galfor? Pass. I can buy it for €200. Too much. Probably ask Ramsey for that. Ramsey is your friend, though. There was a hedgehog in my back garden today. I got some pictures. I said, "Hello, hedgehog." And then it ran off. Fed it some bacon. Bilbo, how are you? How are you doing? You keeping all right? Was it very cute? It was very cute, that's right. It was very cute. I'm going to put a spritz on right now. It's been a while. Overture man. Giving Charles Jourdain another try today. I like this, is it? It is nice. I've got a bottle. Sorry. I've got a bottle. Look. Charles Jourdain. Not easy to get this, actually. Let's have a spray. Oh, the spray is abysmal. Aldehyde, it's got a touch of Courage-Homme. Ah, it's fucking lovely. Bilbo Fraggins. He's only 3 feet tall. They're trying to build a prison, says Dahlia. Absolutely the sandalwood of chef's kiss, says A. You're a spring duck. Tell the truth, you gave the cop a perfume, didn't you? No. No, I did not. Bilbo has returned for spring. Hedgehogs are surprisingly fast. I always associate them with being really small. Yeah, it was actually. It did run off and like hid in a bush. And I was like, oi, oi. I wanted to feel its spikes. But I decided against it. I thought, you can live here, Mr. Hedgehog. But if you find the mole in the back garden that has utterly destroyed the back fucking garden, please kill it. Or at least tell it to fuck off from me. And Nuge sent me a mini in that curved bottle for the price of a full size. Is a great value. Oh. Oh. Speaking of aldehydes, what do you think of Sacred Scarab? The odorous aldehydes blinds me deep into the dry down. It's wild. That's interesting. I really like Sacred Scarab, actually. I think it's really nice, but it's got that kind of breath note that Sultan Pasha does. And it's not necessarily bad breath. It just smells like breath. I can't explain it. I don't know. I haven't got the vocabulary to opine properly on it. You know? I've got a 50ml. It's lovely, mate. That's tomorrow's scent of the day, says Jonathan. Nice. It's very vintage. A lot of vintage men's fragrances like Bruton that had aldehydes, didn't the big aldehydic, sharp, stinging kind of smell. It's unlike anything I've ever tried, says my Vu. Is it? Is it unlike anything you have ever tried? I don't know what to do with Lumiere Noir. I don't know what I think. It's lovely. It's a great patchouli fragrance, but I don't know, I've got an itchy face. I was actually talking to one of the sales associates today about the brand of MCM, Mode Creation München. There. Look at that. I love this stuff. This stuff is... I haven't worn it enough. I want to wear it more. It's fucking great. Is Reflets de Ambre still selling? Not to fucking me. That was a bullet dodged. Absolute shite. Let's go on the fucking website and have a look, friend. Let us go and satisfy Pradeep's deep curiosity, shall we? Harrods. Not Harrods live chat. Yes, you can load up anytime you want, mate. Yes, thank you. Why are you being a shit? Fuck you. Let's go to the Harrods app. Search for Reflet. MCM is very trendy. I didn't realise they have vintage perfumes. They certainly do. Yes, Reflets de Ambre is still on the website. Well, it's still on the app. Yeah, it's still on the website. Jura has just texted me saying, Rich, how are you? Well, it's a bit late to be saying that, Jura Rose. It's 10 o'clock at night. I saw somebody mention Oud Wood Parfum. I have some information about that as well, which I will tell you. Maybe because I'm scared of aldehydes in general, so I try to stay away from it most of the time. MCM is very trendy. I didn't realise they have vintage perfumes. They've been around for fucking ages. Ages. 60s, isn't it? 70s, maybe. What about Tom Ford Oud Wood Parfum? I'll tell you. That is only being released in London because of the price. The lady told me today that the words were that it was too expensive for where I live. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it, Richard. Fuck. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. Fucking bastards. And there's no fucking way on God's green earth I'm buying that blind. There's no way. And I refuse to return another Harrods product. I've returned twice now. And to be fair, they've been pretty decent with us, like. I love a good patchouli, says Mark. Just got a mini of Moods Womo by Christian. I'm really enjoying it. Need to get myself a vintage EDT now. I sold my. It was so. It just felt like it was like somebody had dug their nails into my eyeballs and was trying to scratch them out. Not sure. Bottle still not sold, says Dropout. Wait, what bottle still not sold? The price is ridiculous for the Tom Ford Oud Wood Parfum. Yeah, they can stuff that up their arse for nothing. There's Neroli Portofino Parfum too. Yes, that can fuck off too. Maybe it's because I'm only alive for a mere 24 years and from the other side of the globe, says my view. Dirty bastards, says Dahlia. Dirty stinking bastards. Current favourite patchouli is Les Narides Patchouli Antique. I've heard good stuff. What's my favourite patchouli? It could be the Real Patchouli, if I'm being honest. It could be Real Patchouli. Jesus, I'm battered. It's Thursday night, but I'm not taking poison because I am going for a health checkup tomorrow as part of some research. So I did not want to turn up absolutely wounded by the fucking poison so that they could get an accurate reading of my self. I still love Oud Wood, but performance is crap. Any good alternatives you can suggest? A lot of folks say carved oud. Oud Noir by Versace, which is apparently very good. And Neroli Parfum is the same price. It's crazy. Jonathan, I just picked up 100ml the other week in Amsterdam. Really nice, says Mark. Of Les Narides. I wouldn't mind trying Les Narides. Javanese patchouli is wonderful, says Paroli. Says Germs, sorry. Tried Malazalari Milano patchouli? I haven't, no. I have Gentleman from 1974, of which I am thinking of selling my bottles. I never wear it, I never reach for it, and I never think about it. And it could go to a fellow vintage lover. So I am seriously considering selling my bottles of that. Which moods? Anyway, that is it, my friends. I am tired and I am hot, and I'm going to go and try and attempt to tackle this dinner, which was made for me, in spite of the fact that I said I didn't want anything for dinner, and I'm meal today and I'm absolutely stuffed still. So, pray for me, friends. Pray for me. Thank you very much, everybody, and I will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.